Hi, this is Aussie Stitcher, Belinda, coming to you on this 21st of August 2019. I hope you guys had a fabulous, I think it's 3 weeks. We've had an extremely busy time. It has been busy with school-wise. If you saw my last video of the unboxing, then you would have seen that Sophie ended up in hospital for 3 nights. She just got really sick with a bug that was going around, virus. And basically what we learned is that she has no immunity from her bone infection with all the antibiotics. So we've got to be more careful, build up her immunity, all that jazz. So, yeah, it's been busy. We've had the sports carnival that the school put on, you know, the athletic sport carnival. We've had 2 local shows. Sophie missed out on a Year 7 camp because she was sick, but we've decided to send her on the country week one. So she'll be playing hockey. We've had sports. We're coming up to the semi-finals, which hockey made, the field hockey, but netball didn't, which is kind of a good thing because the semi-finals are split over the whole weekend. So the top 2 play one day and the bottom 2 play the next day. So if netball had made it, they would have been in the bottom 2, so it would have been the whole weekend just gone in sport. That's really about it. It's just been busy school-wise. August, for whatever reason, is Michaela had her birthday. She's officially 8, still going on 20 with attitude. Iona had her appointment at the Children's Hospital in Perth and her eyes are fine. Graves' disease-wise, eyes are fine, but looks like she might be long-sighted, getting all the beginnings of long-sightedness. So got to go to our regular eye doctor now and keep on top of that, because more appointments and doctors are just what I live for. So we're going to get into the whips. I will say I've only really got 5 whips, and then I've got a whole heap of stash equipment that I brought. Most of this was brought like 2 months ago and it's just come in because it's fabric. It is a lot of fabric. So if you're not interested, obviously it's after the whips and then it will go. The reason I've only got a little amount of whips is that I did the semi-sewn stitches domino event, where if you could have done it one way if you were doing the crazy whips where you go through your whips like 100 stitches on one piece, 200 stitches, 300 and so on until you get to 10. Or you could do the domino, which was 1500 stitches, and silly me went the 1500 stitches, and I don't like stitching 1500 stitches at once. I don't mind doing it over a month on the piece. I don't mind coming back to it, but I'm struggling. The whip that I've got on my frame, which I will show next time, that's my final one. Like I'm done. 1,000's a good number, 1,200's okay, 1,500 just feels that mountain too much to climb. And like one of these whips, it took me like, because it's been so busy, 6 days to 7 days to get that 1,500 in, and I was over it by the end of that whip. All right. So, one of the whips that I missed out on the July one that I didn't show you was, and before August hit, I worked on my Dragonfly Fairy. By Joan Elliott. And this is stitched on 32 count linen, an even weave. And I don't know who's it by, but I somehow think it's by hand dyed by Stephanie. Don't know. So here's my before pic, because I am so out of practice. If I've deleted that before pic, I should also state William is here today. He's not feeling well, and we've got the school open night tonight where we go and look at all the school, like the kids' classrooms and what they've been doing for the year. That I've decided to keep him home so that he can go tonight. So anyway, here is what I've done. And I basically stitched in here and down here because I had to do 500 stitches for extra credit, magical stitches, on the colour yellow, red or orange, and I went yellow because my cover pic said this looks more yellow. When I pulled the colours, it really didn't. Actually, that's a really good picture of the fabric. That's really good. That's quite accurate. And so I did that. I love this piece, guys. I love the colours. I love stitching it with Stitching May or the things. Now, was this my next one? It was. Then, because I think we're still in Joan Elliott July. I think I was actually stitching on her, this one. Why is this so hard to get? Oh. I pulled out Lady Rose. Gee, it must be like a month ago since I've done a video. It's been a while. This is the before pic. This is stitch on 32 count Belfast in the colourway Sprite from Picture This Plus. And I was about to show you the back. And here we are. Again, that's pretty quite accurate. And I basically just did dress. And, well, that's all I really can do. Dress and some back stitching over here. Because Joan Elliott's have a lot of back stitching in their dresses. And that is a really good representation of the colour. So, blue. Oh, that's right. I needed blue stitches for one of the homeworks for magical stitches. So she has a lot of blue. And there we go. I think I was supposed to stitch 1,000 and I got like 500 because, again, busy life. And then somewhere in between all of that, I did a new start. I went away to Perth for Iona's appointment. I need coffee. Sorry for the shaking. And I don't know if you ladies remember, or people, because I might have a couple of male stitchers watching. I had a lovely lady in Australia that sent me some mirror charts and lavender and lace. And she also sent me some project bags, and she sent me some really small ones. And I wasn't overly sure what I would do with these, by the fact that my oldest daughter was like, they're mine. I'm like, no, 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 they're mine. But these are perfect for my Mill Hills and really easy to carry in the car, and I just love them. And I'm still amazed at how well she made these. She's an awesome seamstress. So if you're still watching me, thank you. I think about you often every time I grab them, and I have the 2 bigger ones that you gave me. I have planned whips in them ready to start. But very awesome of you. So, do I have a colour pick? I started the Spring Bouquet by Mill Hill, basically because I couldn't find my Santa one that I had started to take with me. And that's all I've done. And I somehow think I was supposed to start that way, but I didn't. And I've got to do some frogging on this. You can't really see it. But yeah, I just did that in the night that we stayed over, and then came back the next day. So next whip, as we're moving along, I picked up Touching Autumn Sky for the start of the Crazy Semi-Sane stitches. Here is the cover pick and where I was. And guys, I'm literally about 1,500 stitches and the stitching will be done. Ta-da! I need to get one of those boards. I didn't think I actually needed them, but I think I do when it comes to fuller pieces. So I did more of her skirt. I'll just close in. I did more of her, the rest of her petticoat under here, and I've started up here, and I've literally got in here to do. And then it'll be beading. Can you see it all? This is kind of one of the reasons I'm also quitting the dominoes. You can't repeat a whip. And I want to go back to this and do extra. I don't mind. I could probably stitch 2,000 stitches on a piece, but not in straight. It needs to be broken up over the month, which is what I really discovered about myself during this dominoes. I'm sorry I keep knocking you. I might move my cup elsewhere. And then I moved on to Enchanted Mermaid by Mirabilia. I linked this because you have to link the whips because they're both Mirabilias. So I got 1,500 stitches in this. Here is the before pick. This is stitched on 32 count Belfast Opal by Chromatic Alchemy. And this is where I am to now. I have to say, I've gone from really crappy lighting to not bad. So basically, I worked up in here and joined up the back side, I think, and then all in here on the tail. Lots and lots of Cryonic. I am down to that much on 085. I've got another full one I did say to get to. And I am down 191. That's where I am on that one. And again, I got another full one of that. So definitely takes the full 2 Chronics. Well, not the full 2, but it definitely needs the second one. But slowly setting this up for a finish next year. So much tail to go as yet. And that's it. The other one I'll show you that I've been stitching on next time I do a video. So not much to show, but I did get a lot of progress on, and I am really, really happy with that. Plans to with my things, whatever magical stitches / semi-sanes / show tranquils group, the 30 daily journal, something. It's a closed group anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whatever those ladies tell me to do, I'll be doing it. Plus, hopefully, maybe getting the stitching done on Touching Autumn Sky, and then my 2 main whips that I wanted to get done are done, and then I can focus maybe on my wolf one from Dimensions, my oldest whip. It's old as Sophie, and get that done. Or at least set it up for a finish next year. I might not have lots of finishes, but I am getting 2 to 3 a year. Sorry, sheepdog's just there. Okay, people, no judgmental, please. What you're about to see is a lot of fabric and a couple of charts, but no judgmental, please. Most of these were ordered when we did the tax, and I allow myself X amount of tax money, and instead of just buying more charts, I went with the fabric because you can't cross stitch without it. What I did though is do an order last week with Journey of a Stitcher, which is an Etsy Australian store, and I got this. But I mainly went on it because I was watching Anna from that name I'm not going to butcher. I'll put it down below. She's a Flosstuber, and she was saying how Journey of the Stitcher had the Celtic ladies, seasonal ladies, up on her website. So I ran over there to see if they had this, and this is for a friend that's been looking for this. So I got this for normal price, and I'm going to be sending it to her. She knows about it. It's not a surprise or anything. I made sure she hadn't brought it. Now, one of my orders that came in was my Picture This Plus fabric. So these are all 28 count, even weave. So this is Arctic. I'm actually really happy. That's, yeah. Okay, this one I don't know the name, but it's that. Look up the D's. Do you see it? DEMOISELLE. Might be one of the new fabrics. I got me some fog. And these are showing pretty good. And this is Fresco. I tried to get some really light colours that can be used for multiple. I'm just going to put them back in their cover. multiple things. So we're still going. No judging, I said that. This is Icon. That dog is distracting. This is Lock. Highland. And last of all, Heather. God, I love my lighting today. Some days it just works. In the last 3 or 4, I've been whinging quite loudly how crap it's been. Sorry if that word offends. Okay. Next, we'll break it up with some needle minders. This is from the Facebook group. It's a Facebook group. She lives in Perth. So I got that one. All glittery and pretty. This little mousy. Presume it's a mouse, even though it's holding leaves. Another fairy with wings, because you just can't keep buying mermaids. Though we will try. A lady with a ticker, or dressed up as a ticker. I gotta keep these hidden because my girls want them bad. I feel like I should have another box, but I don't. I'm pretty sure I brought more. I'm pretty sure my kids must have snuck in and took some. We'll go to a gift. Lisa from Lisa Stitching and Such from New Zealand finished Middle Evil Maiden, and I can't remember if she offered me the chart or I won it, or which is probably really rude, but she finished this off in like January, February, and life gets in the way, and I wasn't. If I got the chart, I did. If I didn't, I didn't, and because life gets in the way. You know, she had this big, huge upheaval in her life, and my life's been up and down with kids and that. So, but she sent me it, and I received it, and I want to start her. This does nothing. Lisa's finish is everything. Then she sent me a needle minder, Akuna Matata. She also sent me chocolate. I'm not that nice that I saved it to go, here's the chocolate that I've got, I'm now going to eat it. That's long gone, like long gone. It was yummy, it was delicious. It was coffee chocolate, and that's life. Thank you, Lisa. This is on my wanting to start sooner rather than later. Mainly because of your finish. Colour Cascades had a studio session where they sold fabric that was either weird lengths or had dye spots. This is Raspberry Swirl 32 count Lagana. and it's got dye spots in there somewhere. This was a gift from Anna. Well, not so much a gift. She was saying if you wanted it on her last video to message her. And so this is where you put your bobbins in, and you can put it in a file. When I saw this, I kind of thought, hey, maybe making it easier to flick through and find that instead of in a box. And I was willing to give it a go. So thank you, Anna. She also gave me a free chart, which I'm not going to show. So thank you very much. I don't think I've messaged you to say that I received it. That's really rude of me. I'll be doing that. All right, more of my fabric. I did my first order with colour and cotton, and I got that colour, and that is pretty true. Yeah. And I got white tea, and I was kind of thinking with white tea, the new mirror with the violin, but hold that thought. And the last one I got was toasted coconut. These two are really similar. There's like a shade difference, but I was going for, again, stuff, because I've never got anything for her, stuff that I thought I could use in multiple different ways. And they were 28 count Lugana as well. Then we'll come to my last lot of fabrics from Just Add Needles. This is Peeps by, I'm just going to show up this card once. She does have a Facebook group, or you can just get them on Just Add Needles. I saw this and then I thought, maybe this one for the violin. I would have to have another, when I get the chart, have a really good look. Okay, this one is Jest. Now these are 32 count or 28 count linen. And again, it's pretty accurate. And this is Moonbeams. This is 28, obviously, because she's got 28 written there. And I must have loved that colour so much, I got another one. Which I do. I also got the, not that I'm in her fabric of the month, but Marie sells it. So this is the February fabric of the month. And again, maybe this one. And that's really accurate for the violin new mirror. This one is a fat half, and it's a beautiful 32 count that I can't bring on the rain. I thought that was that. Oh wow, looks gorgeous like that. And it is the colour. It's just that when you see it in the so yeah, I'm trying to get a couple of pieces that are halves, like this one. This is Regency, so that I have options, because you know there are bigger mirrors out there, and there's samplers. This is also 32 count. And I loved the fabric of the month so much. In February, I got myself another piece. Aren't I awesome like that? Oh, shivers. Will's just scared the bejeebers out of me. So, I'm done.
More food.
You need more food?
Yeah.
We'll just wait. I'm sorry it's a bit longer. Once I get my Colour Cascades order in, you probably won't get a lot of stash stuff added. Don't until maybe next year, because I'm trying to be really conscious of only buying what we need. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get this boy some more food. You want to say hello? Or not? Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for all the comments. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you again soon. Bye.